Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you a little warm-up that I like to do sometimes before I'm about to do my handstands or maybe before I'm about to work out, and my upper body especially. It's a little warm-up that warms up the wrists, the shoulders, the neck, the side waist. Just get you feeling good. Sometimes this can be a great break at your desk or when you're working at home, whether you've been sitting too long, standing too long. It just feels good in the whole upper body. So it's a nice little warm-up there. And once you've repeated a few times, then you can do it on your own. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. So first, come to a comfortable seat. You can sit on your knees if you'd like, or you can sit cross-legged. You're just gonna bring your fingers together, interlink them, and just do some wrist circles. Do 2 or 3 times to the right, and 2 or 3 times to the left. Good, and then bringing the palms together, pressing the palms together, and then pressing the backs of the hands together. And then just giving little wrist circles. And then coming to your hands and knees, you're going to place your hands underneath your shoulders and just kind of rock a little bit from side to side. And then turning the palms out so the inner creases of your wrists face one another and rocking from side to side. Just being gentle here. Can be a lot of pressure. And then if you're okay, turning them backwards. And then pressing back and forward, maybe a little side to side, depending on how you're feeling. And last one here, backs of the hands to the ground. This one can be a little bit much, so you might want to go easy. Don't put all your weight onto it, and just rock a little bit. Pressing the thumb and the pinky down. And slowly coming up. Give those a little flick. Coming all the way up. Taking those arms, inhale, take them up. Exhale, grab onto the left wrist, reach it over to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, grab onto the right wrist and lean it to the left. Inhale, takes it up. Exhale, hands behind the back, interlink the fingers. Inhale, open the chest, look up. Exhale. Good, and then shaking those arms out. And I like to give huggers, so you're gonna grab around right elbow. Squeezing in, lifting your elbows, and then opening back up, coming to the front, switching arms on top. Doing that a couple times, going as fast or as slow as you'd like, just kind of opening up, giving yourself a hug. Bringing it in, breathing, inhale, open, exhale, close. Good, and then taking those arms up, and exhale. Good, I like to come to the wall then, and I like to bring my elbow about shoulder height, and I'm going to press my whole forearm into the wall, and then I'm going to kind of start to rotate my body, so I'm opening up this chest here, pressing in with the hand, draw the lower belly in, and then just opening up away from that shoulder. So it's a good shoulder stretch one at a time. If you want a little deeper or a little different part of your chest, walk your elbow up a little bit. You're going to get a little bit lower into the lower pectoral region as opposed to the top. And then switch sides, doing the other side. So pressing down, you might be able to see a little bit better here. So shoulder is elbow height, and then I'm just going to start to rotate away from it, pressing into my hand. I'm going to move forward a little bit just so you can see that opening up. And again, you can draw the elbow lower, higher, depending on where you need to get into, and just breathe. Good, and then slowly coming out of that. Another great stretch I like to do without actually doing downward dog. Sometimes you're in the gym and you're doing downward dog, you don't have a lot of space, but finding a wall space, right? And taking your hands, bending forward at the hips, pressing those hands in like you're gonna do downward dog, press into the feet, and then dropping the chest toward your thighs, keep pressing into those hands, opening up into the front chest, into the upper back. You can even walk the hands down continuously, breathing here, press into the hands, shoulder blades draw away, draw in through the belly, lift those kneecaps, and exhale. Pressing those hands, inhale lifts you up, presses you back up, and give yourself a few shoulder rolls backwards, a few shoulder rolls forwards, and then I'm going to just come down to my knees again, pausing here, doing a couple more shoulder stretches. Take your arms up, right elbow on top of the left, find that eagle arms, either back of the hands or maybe palms touch. Twist those arms and then lift the elbows. And breathe. Couple things you can do here is you can either just stay here, or maybe you start to find a little curve in your low back, pull in through the lower belly, lift and reach those fingers back, so getting in between the shoulder blades a little deeper. And exhale, come down. Unwind the shoulders, go the opposite way. Left arm on top, palms press. If palms can't press, backs of hands, lift the elbows, shoulders away from the ears, and then maybe continue to lift the elbows, leaning back, draw in through the lower belly. And release down. Take those arms up. Right hand down behind the head. Pull that hand back behind the head. Press the head into the elbow. And then maybe this hand reaches down. If you can't quite reach all the way, you can use a towel. You can grab your shirt. But trying to work those hands together and then drawing the elbows toward the center line. And then switching sides. This one tends to be my tighter side. Drawing it in, coming up, breathing here, drawing those elbows into the center line. And then releasing. And then there you go. You have a nice little warm up. You're ready to go. Either start your workout, practice your handstands, practice forearm balance, headstand, as you like. Just practice, practice, practice. Hopefully coming back to that time and time again. You can either pause here and turn it off, or if you'd like to add on just a little bit, showing you just a little bit of handstand. It is in my handstand tutorial, but I like to just hold here now that my arms are nice and warm. I like to come away from the wall, kind of like in a shortened cat-cow pose, lifting my hips, pressing my feet up the wall, coming into that L-shaped handstand, and then just pausing there. You can choose to lift one leg at a time, building up some heat, pressing down, lifting up, breathing into the body, staying here for up to a minute, maybe even 2, maybe even just pressing here. And then when you're ready, coming down, take a child's pose. You'll notice that's created a lot of heat. Best way to warm up, handstand. But do it safe, use the wall, warm up those shoulders. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Stay tuned for more tips. Namaste.